I think this might be one of, if not the best bang for your buck camera you can buy right now, or starting the end of June. What's going on, guys? So yesterday the Fuji X Summit happened, and no real surprise, they announced the new Fuji X-S20, so the successor of this guy, the Fuji X-S10. It was no real surprise, it was all over the forums, we knew it was going to happen, but man, oh man, this is absolutely crazy. So for the last couple of months, I was looking into the Fuji X-H2S to kind of step up from my X-S10 and my X-T2 to buy as my main camera for all my video needs and my photo needs. It's an amazing camera, but it's super expensive, so I've been kind of putting off the purchase for a while now. And from the moment that I knew that there was going to be a new Fuji X-S camera, so the X-S20, I was kind of waiting on it and seeing what they were going to put into it and what they were going to do. I was doubting if they were going to put 10-bit in there. They didn't really expect 4K 60 to be in there, so it was kind of a toss-up. You know, we didn't really know what we were going to get. But am I surprised? Wow. Like, to me, this is going to be basically a perfect camera, except for the viewfinder, which is the same size as the X-S10. I'm not really a fan of the viewfinder, the electronic viewfinder, the EVF. It's not that good, but it gets me by. You know, it gets me by. I don't really do photography that much. I do it when I travel, and I do it when my clients ask me to do photo as well as video, but my main core business is still videography. And what they put into that body, I mean, the X-H2S had F-Log2, which I was super excited about. You know, dynamic range is supposed to be crazy on there. I didn't think they were going to put it in there. 10-bit, I didn't think they were going to put it in there. 4K 60, the internet didn't think they would put it in there. Now they announced it. It has 4K 60, 10-bit internal, 240 frames per second in 1080, F-Log2, 6K open gate. I mean, those were all the things that kind of drew me to the X-H2S. Those were the main things. The F-Log, the 10-bit, 4K 120 is nice to have, but it's not a necessity. You know, the codecs, which are amazing, and even the X-S20 ProRes and Blackmagic RAW. Like, what the? An external recorder gets you ProRes RAW and Blackmagic RAW on the X-S20. Currently, I need an external recorder to just get 10-bit out of this camera. While it is still the same body, the new battery as well, bigger battery, so it kind of more than doubles your battery life, which I didn't think it was that bad to begin with. It wasn't great, you know, I didn't love it, but it's not that bad. Now to get double your battery life or more in kind of the same compact body. But apart from that, to me, this is a huge improvement. Huge, absolutely huge. I mean, I am super impressed by that camera. I've seen videos online now on YouTube and everything talking about this camera. Like, it's a great B camera, it's a great additional camera to your Fuji X-H2S. Like, what the f, man? Like, what the f does this world come down to? It's an amazing A camera. I kind of made up my mind already. I'm gonna buy it as my main camera. I'm using this as my main camera right now. I have a Panasonic GH5, which has 10-bit, and I have to manually focus, and I don't really love that. But I use that camera for like more stylized projects and passion projects where I have more time and everything, but quick turnaround projects, I use this, and no client has ever complained about it. I've not been in this business for a long time. I'm still learning. I've come a long way, but I've got a ton to learn, like, for real. I've been doing this right now for I think 2.5 to 3 years, so not a long time. And I started on a Canon M50 my first year. That was it, with a speed booster and the Canon 50, the Nifty 50 1.8, the plastic lens that I bought for like 90 euros, and a gimbal, and that was it. And I did everything on that. And everybody was super happy with my projects I did on it. I mean, people are so like entitled that they think they need to have the flagship cameras to be professional and have the best material and the best that is out there from every brand. And if they don't have that material, they won't be good filmmakers or they won't achieve the best results. And that's all bullshit, for real. Like, if you can't get good results with an XS20, hell, if you can't get good results with an XS10, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not the camera. I've been wanting to buy the Fuji X-S20 for a couple of months now. A couple of times I almost pulled the trigger on it, but I haven't because it's too expensive for me. I'm not gonna do it, but I was looking for other cameras like an S5, but then I had to buy full frame glass, or an X-T4, but I don't really love the handling on it and everything. The XS20 to me is almost perfect. I've been using the XS10 the last couple of months as my A camera, and there are a couple of things that I don't really love about it. The 8-bit I don't really love. The autofocus is okay, not great. And those are all things that are being significantly improved. Dynamic range is good. It's my fucking cat. Filou, she's in. Behave. So dynamic range is good, but it's not F-Log 2, which it has. I mean, 60p is going to be in 1080, which is fine, but it's not great. 4K 60, gonna have it. 8-bit, not great, gonna have 10-bit. Open gate is something that is going to be more and more important. I have that. Do you hear my cat purring? Here she is. She probably looks scared. Yeah. So those are all things that are significantly improved and kind of address my needs and my problems with the XS10. This is almost, to me, a cinema quality camera for basically half that the other cameras that are gonna put out similar image quality or better, but I mean in the same ballpark. They cost double or more. I don't know what the price is going to be in Belgium. They aren't listed as of right now, but I saw some in the Netherlands, I think for 1,400 euros, which is a steep increase to the launch price of the XS10, which I think was 1,000. But the improvements are steep as well. It's basically all you need. Of course, you won't get 7 custom dials and everything, and maybe the menu is not gonna be as great as an X-H2S, and you don't have the top LCD screen, and you don't have the big camera that looks, you know, that looks nice. But in terms of specs, and if you rig it out and you have everything around it and you don't see the camera, it's going to perform really similar to an X-H2S, which is absolutely crazy. If I buy the XS20, that leaves me with almost 1,000 euros to buy accessories and other things that are equally as important to filmmakers. I already have some audio gear, you know, DJI mics and everything, gimbal, drone. I have a mini DJI Mini 2, but I've been eyeing a Mini 3 Pro for the 10-bit color. That leaves me with enough room to buy a Mini 3 Pro. So I have such a similar spec-wise camera in the XS20, and I can buy a new drone and spend the same thing that I do on an X-H2S. I'm absolutely mind blown that they put all of this into this camera. I kind of think that it already pretty much competes with an X-T5. It seriously competes with an X-T5, and in my opinion, it even competes with an X-H2S. Like, honestly, I really do. So I'm probably gonna be pre-ordering one. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'm gonna make another decision, but as of right now, I think this is a camera that ticks all my boxes that I've been looking for and is still affordable price-wise for me and my production company, which is still really small, and I don't have the money to buy the big cameras, but I kind of want to upgrade from what I have right now, you know, something with 10-bit color, but still with some reliable autofocus and everything. And I mean, this is it. This is it. Fuji X-S20. Wow.